interviewing her. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I have the beautiful Olamide in the house. Good morning.
Good morning, Brother Teddy. You have wonderful, silky, and bass voice. It's really like when you give a message, it straightly hits it to the heart, looks like.
Oh,
And Happy New Month.
yes, happy new month, and welcome to the 1st of April.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Now, when it comes to days and things happening, there was the very first time I actually met you. I picked a card,
Yes.
and that I think I still have that card. Once
Right.
it's inside the card, I always want to look at this card. It actually read something, and I always want to remember. Say, you are full of wisdom.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I'm a wise guy. All right. So I always remember that. So anything that I do, Teddy, remember you're full of wisdom.
Excellent.
So I remember that. So I'm gonna pick another card again today.
Sure.
Do you have the card?
You do? Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Okay. All right. But yeah, today, to my listeners, this might be the first time they might be meeting you.
Yes.
So you want to tell us more about you?
About me,
Yeah.
I'm a meditator.
Okay.
I was a professional advocate working in High Court in India. But then, when I had wonderful meditation experiences, I thought that there is much more to do in this area. And so I want to work on myself and change my thoughts about everything and have a very intensely positive aspect and perspective towards everything. So then I found a new me. And so the profession, passion, practices, everything switched on. And then now, yes, I'm a more non-violent person, a positive person. I'm trying to overcome my inner weaknesses like anger and hatred, anything, any negative part. I can't say that I don't have anything,
Yeah.
but yes, I know that I know I have everything, but maybe percentage is less than before. Before the anger was more frequent, now it is not.
All right. We're, like somebody would say, we are all work in progress.
Yes.
Okay,
Very
that's
much,
good.
very
All
much
right.
right.
I'm also trying as much as possible. You call it meditation, but for me, I'm thinking that I think I'm more of
Reflection.
therapy. Yes, no, for me it's therapy.
Exactly. True.
So like before I sleep in the night, I just want to retrospect about how my day went,
Excellent.
and then this is what I do. I give thanks. I'm
Right.
grateful about things.
Excellent.
And then the second thing I do is, okay, whatever it is that is in me, I release. I release. Or
Right.
so then and I say to myself, I am a magnet to abundance. I'm a magnet to calmness. And then I sleep.
Excellent.
And then I wake up in the
You're
morning.
already a spiritual person. You're already a meditator.
Well, is that meditation also?
It is all about that.
Okay.
Meditation is a reflection
Okay.
where you take moments of silence, detox your mind,
Yes.
detox your intellect, and then you charge it with positive energy.
Wow.
So that's what is important. And nowadays, people have this wonderful fashionable statement that they don't have time. And when it comes to work, when it comes to others, relations, when it comes to money and job, they have all the world's time. But when it comes to themselves, they don't have
Can
time.
you imagine? I know. I mean, my last thing and the first thing in the morning, they're very personal to me.
Right.
I don't like to use careful. I like to use the word mindful. So I'm always mindful of every tick tock. So I'm very mindful of it. So the very first, I know that there's a creator. So I always want like, okay, take my day, and then the last thing, thank you for the day. So that's what I do. So first and last thing, it's for him, and then
Excellent.
I know that all through the day I'm charged up.
Wow. That's how it has to be. The beginning is always fresh, and if you load with positivity, if you load with that thing which can remove insecurities and which can remove all types of weak thoughts, then you enjoy the company of the Almighty, whomever you believe in, whatever name you give, but there is a supreme source and a creator who is a liberator, guide, and who is a purifier. All these things, it is his job. So when you hold him in your thoughts, in your mind, then you will also get charged with his power and you will radiate his power. Our power is very limited. But then when you hold to him on the basis of a relationship, how do you hold a supreme power? Is on the basis of you relate with him. Sometimes you relate with him like a father, like a teacher, like a guide, like a friend, like a boss, like anybody. So when you relate and you talk, every relationship has an attainment. And when you relate this particular relation with the supreme source, the supreme Father, Supreme Soul, then you will get charged. You will get all that the attainments of that relationship. Then what happens is you don't look for it in around. When you don't look, there is no expectation, and all the more you become a donor. You take from him that which is required in relationship, and you would give that in all the relationships. So when there is no expectation in any relation, what happens is that becomes a very comfortable and a happy and healthy relation. And a healthy relation needs no expectations.
True.
And you should be a giver. It's not that always we expect, give me respect, give me happiness, give me confidence, give me faith, give me love. No. No matter what you feel about, no matter what you do, but my faith, my confidence in you is constant. I love you unconditionally. I'm happy with you unlimited. Anytime you can watch on me. So these type of things makes any relation happy and healthy.
Wow, that's so profound. I like that. All right, now so today's the 1st of April. You want to tell us more about what are the things that we should expect in the month of April from now till the end of
See, normally in the world,
Yeah.
since long, it's not being noted. There's no such date that when it has started, but they call it as April Fool's Day on the 1st of April. So maybe I think when it started, there was not much happiness around. The one who want to be happy, let's share some jokes, do some pranks, or let's be jovial in life. And so today is a working day, and nobody feels to laugh early in the morning. They just are set to prepare what to do in the day, and what to do in their life, how to do, and all of that. Routine is so constant in their mind that they won't like to smile in between, not to take a pause. So I feel to fool is not good. As it is said, to fool anybody, it doesn't make you wise actually, and doesn't prove that you're one step up above anybody. But yes, weaknesses are there in everybody. Nobody is complete and perfect in this world. But yes, in Indian language, fool means flower. So when in among Indians, anybody like to play any prank to make for fun, then they say that it's not good to make fool, but you can always give fool means flowers. So instead of making others wasting time in creating pranks and all of that, plant a sow a seed or plant a flower plant or something. So this gives more flowers. More flowers and right kind of plants means more oxygen. There are in the world certain types of plants which can constantly, that is 24 hours it can give oxygen. Human beings need good amount of oxygen. Last month, we celebrated World Water Day, and you shared so many inputs about it. So after the water, it is air. Air also is polluted, and human beings, all of us, any beings, we need oxygen. And the only source is the environment, the green environment around us. So we should have that greenery, so everyone can plant. And plants always are fresh, and they give unconditional oxygen to everyone.
Yes, that is pure.
Pure. So choose the right kind of plants. For now, I can recollect about 5 types of plants. Like one is mother-in-law tongue, long plants that can, a 3 feet leaf of it can serve about 10 by 10 room. It can spread, even in the night it will give oxygen. And then palm trees, that those are even kept in indoor plants, and they also spread unconditional oxygen. And money plants also give oxygen, and holy basil plants, they also give.
That's my favorite basil.
Next time I come, I would bring one basil plant. So in basil as well as there is plenty different varieties. You have mint basil, you have clove basil, you have camphor basil, you have holy basil. There are different peppermint.
I need the holy one.
You need the holy one, I bring.
Yes, because what I have is the mint.
Oh, you have already the mint one. Great.
Yes. So
even in the mint, there are plenty differences. Indian mint is different, Italian mint is different, lemon mint is also there. Nigerian mint, the Ifaran you call in the Nigerian language, that also is a spicy plant, and it's a minty one. So these plants are very good. They are mosquito repellents, they are herbal, and they spread oxygen unconditionally. So this is one thing that we need to do, that you have a lot of friends, and at the same time, plants can be a very good friend. Human beings have learned how to make friends with animals, and now it's time we have to learn also to make friends of this environment, that 5 elements of the nature, that is the sky, earth, water, air, and fire. All these 5 elements with which this body is made of. And so we need to be friendly with all of them. Friendly in sense, there was a time which is called as heaven, Bahish, in different languages, different names. In those time of heaven, we heard, it is written that in heaven, human beings were divine beings. And they used to regulate the nature, the 5 elements of the nature, with the thoughts. Because they are so pure and divine that they can regulate. It would be nice if it is little drizzle of rain and then there would be rain. You can think and it will happen. But the sun is little more and then sun will be
So then what
less.
happens?
So the whole year it will be spring. What happens is the elements will serve you. Like they become subservient.
What now happened that we now lost that?
That's a beautiful question, a very powerful question. We lost that divinity, purity, and we souls have become a bit impure because of practices of anger, greed, lust, attachment, jealousy, hatred, and carelessness, laziness.
So if we can actually put away with that, we can actually...
We can reverse the whole situation because it's a cycle of time. And there was a time when there was heaven, and life used to be very powerful, divine, and lifestyle was also very pure. No diseases, no crimes, no impurities anywhere, no sorrow at all, no traces of fooling at all. Everybody were happy, and they don't need to watch a comedy show to become happy. But eventually time changed, and after in the journey of life, we became degraded, illogical, unrighteous, and immoral, and so our mortality rates also increased.
Wow. You know, when it comes to the study of health, I'm actually studying that right now.
Excellent.
And I was told that according to your birthday, there is something special that relates to this 5 elements that you just talked about. That if you know your element, you can actually be healed with it. So, and when I checked my day, I was fire. Yes, that's the sun.
Excellent.
So, and you won't believe it. So now I have been taking time out like early in the morning to just sit in the sun and then just enjoy the sun.
Lovely.
And I feel that I'm so strong. I'm like,
Yes.
oh my God, if people can actually know their elements,
Right.
they can know, some people is air, some people is water. And when you know these waters, you know what
Right.
is your element, you can use your element to heal
To
this.
heal yourself. Excellent.
I'm actually
You're
studying.
talking very serious.
I mean, it's something that I'm actually studying. It's something I'm studying right now. I'm actually reading some books, and I'm like getting to put those things together. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Just want to add what you said is so powerful that as we humans eat food,
Yeah.
variety of food as per our interest and likes and availability. So we eat food. It's not all about food alone that we consume. We also drink water and certain other things which sometimes not necessary for the body at all. But we need to be equipped with this information that as food and water we take periodically. Similarly, we take air, that is also food.
Yeah.
And similarly, sunlight is one of the best food. If you take more sunlight and more air nicely, then you don't need to eat more food. Food is actually a state of mind. If your mind is not very imbalanced, and there's a lot of loneliness, then you eat. The cravings are too much. So, but then mentally you're balanced and you're taking enough sun, the morning sun, the evening sun especially. Then you're equipped with a lot of D3. And Nigerians, we are blessed with the sun.
Yes, a lot of it.
And we actually exploit. We don't use them.
Don't
We
use it,
misuse
yes.
it.
You know,
So-
I think it's funny. They said those who have loads of things don't value.
They don't
what
value it,
Yes.
exactly. True.
And that's what's happening in Nigeria. But you know, another thing again, it's not that they don't value it. It's as if they're ignorant of
Ignorant
it.
of it,
Yes.
right.
Once you don't know, you
Right.
don't know.
Right.
So, but you say if you know better,
Right.
then you will do better.
True.
So that's the reason why I'm taking it upon myself. Like, look, let me learn this thing and then begin to teach some people.
Excellent.
Begin to teach my people around. Teach my family.
Now, I feel you're not just a learner, but you're a practitioner as well.
Yes.
Because whatever you're learning, you're practicing.
Yes, I'm
The most
practicing.
important secret in learning, practicing, and preaching is up until you don't practice what you have learned, Your preaching have no value associated. Nobody can take benefit of your preaching or your teachings if you don't practice it.
Yeah.
So we need to be honest with ourselves. Whatever we learn, we need to practice first. Apply on yourself.
Yeah.
Experiment in the life. Take the benefit and speak as the authority of your own experience.
Yes. And you know, when you're speaking, you're speaking from experience. People can see it.
Yeah.
They can see the difference. That this is how it was before. This is how she was before.
Right.
But look at how she is now.
Yeah.
Do you want to be like this?
Yes.
So it is something that is easy and it's convincing straight. Like, man, I want to be like you. So.
See, it's so nice of you to tell that you want to be like me. I'm convinced and I'm so happy for this moment. But the truth remains is your own complete form is so good and perfect and powerful. And everybody has their own complete form.
Yeah.
So in the beginning of your introduction, you said company. And then when you were discussing in the initial stage, you said in the morning first communication, the last communication in the company of that Supreme Source, you said. I just loved it. And that particular word, company and companion. When somebody asked me, which company are you working with? I said, I'm working with that Supreme.
Yeah.
I'm in his company.
Yes.
All constantly, which means I do all the work in his company.
Yeah.
And number two is, he's my companion every time, in every walks of life, in every meeting, in everything. I feel that he's sitting next to him. I mean, if there is no empty chair, I put him in my heart and say, there you sit, is always yours.
Yeah.
And so, when we talk about companionship, actually we people have three types of companionship.
Okay.
The basic first one, which we have to be honestly practicing, is I am a being of light in this body. So the first companionship is with my body. Because without body, there's no connection in this world. Because this whole world is a physical world, material world, bodily world, and it's called as a corporeal world. This world. Every being has a corpse, means body. So I, the being in this corporeal instrument, I'm an embodied being of light. So this is the first company and companionship that I have. The second one is I, the being, I, the soul, and with my Supreme Source or the Supreme Soul. That's the second companionship that I have to practice, experience, and be committed to it. You know, when it comes to a companionship, it is all commitment. And the third one is with the nature, with the elements all around. But what you do with your body is what you're doing with the elements actually. So the third one is not the elements, the third one is your own future form. Because somebody says that future is destined. Am I right? Did you hear these things, Brother Teddy?
Yes.
Future is destined, they say. But that destined is also that which is predestined is created through your hands. So you're sowing the seeds now and you're fixing it for the future.
Yes.
So destiny is predestined and destiny in your hands. Both are right. At this moment, destiny in my hands. But about the past, you're telling it is predestined. That which is already done and nothing can be done about it.
Sure.
And about the future also, that's also is fixed. And who is fixing your future? You are fixing your future. But if you are in the company of that Almighty and do everything and don't feel short and feel guilty about anything, be light and become light and make everything light and you enjoy. And then you spread, you radiate that light. And you will be eligible and capable of holding this supreme light.
It's so nice. It's so nice and easy just to talk to you. I feel like we should just be talking from now to eternity. But you know, a lot of people are like, Teddy, please, okay. All right. Because normally we're supposed to be jamming, all right? But I just feel that sometimes it's a holiday. All right. A lot of people just need to just sit down, be calm. It's not all the time you just want to, sometimes you just want to listen to something because we have different windows into our soul, our eyes, our mouth, our ears, our mouth. So I believe that the ear for me, I know that every other one is very important, but I believe that the ear goes straight into the soul because what you hear constantly is what you become.
Okay, let me tell you, ear goes in the consciousness. Anything that goes into ear, you have to scrutinize and you have to discern. If you don't, it will confuse and conflicts will become, and then the fuse of the mind will be out. So that's why they say some matters you don't like it, but if you have to listen, it's okay. Listen with a positive mindset. Listen with one ear, leave it with other ear. So don't hold on to it. Let go. It's okay.
Wow. I think that someday I want to have a special interview with you, not here, all right, not on my podcast. I really want to invite you.
Always, brother Teddy.
Yes.
You're my brother. Anytime.
I really want to invite you on so that we can really talk about this. This is so there is so much in the world that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah.
And the reason why a lot of people are acting the way they are is because they don't know. And that's why Jesus Christ then was saying, he said when he was dying, he says, "Forgive them, Father, for they know not
what they do."
they
not
do."
know.
And when I see it really, when I see people actually, I just like truly a lot of people don't even know what they're doing. They
At
just
that moment as well, when he said, "Father, Father, forgive them for what they do not know," which means that they were stabbing him, they were killing him. And why he said like that? Because they do not know. They're only killing my body, but I'm a being. I'm an eternal being. Nobody can kill me. If they would understand it, they would not do these atrocities.
Yeah.
Doing anything that is also is a criminal. That's also is a crime. Killing and stabbing. But forgive them because they do not know about it. The last one I would like to share, if you permit me, that everybody is celebrating. This is a festive time, holiday time, holy time for Christians, for Muslims, and even for Hindus. Christians celebrated Lent, it's closing, and then Muslims are Ramadan.
Yes.
They finish their fasting, and for Hindus, they're celebrating New Year. Those who have part of the South India now, they celebrate according to the lunar calendar that they follow. They celebrate Ugadi. Telugu speaking people, Ugadi. Kannada speaking people, Yugadi. And Marathi speaking people, Gudi Padwa. And like this, if you can see, there are Sindhi speaking people. Even in Nigeria, there are a lot of Sindhis who are the business magnates here. So they are Sindhi speaking people celebrate Cheti Chand. It's all about welcoming newness, and because new crop also will come, and there's a climate is changing, so you need to improve your stamina? No, what do you call that? Immune system.
Yes, immune system. Yeah.
So now the serious summer is going to start, and the cold has almost gone, and there's no rains, lot of dryness. So they would make a special food which will increase your immune system. This particular is a sauce-like thing. Raw mangoes.
Yes.
They cut the raw mangoes, small chop, and they put little tamarind juice, and they put jaggery in it enough. And they put, dongoyaro. Dongoyaro flowers, only flower, neem flowers. They wash and put. They're about 6, 7. All the tastes. It would really, comfort your taste buds. The salt is there, sugar is there. Not in the sugar form, not in the salt form, but in the natural form. So they mix it and they would eat it. It's very tasty actually.
Wow.
It's sour, it is the chili, it is salty,
I'm just imagining all the different tastes all
together. That will increase your immune system. It has a few drops of lemon also goes in, and raw mango increases it's a C vitamin.
Yes.
So a lot of vitamin boost, and the whole day they keep early morning, empty stomach they would drink. Well, this is what is about Indian culture or Hindu culture. But coming back to the fasting part of it, after a long fasting, you break the fasting and you are feasting like anything. Till now we did not eat anything, and now let's eat this, let's eat that. Nobody to stop on the name of God. Eat, and overeat and you become problem. Anything over is problem. Overthinking, overeating.
So what would be like your 2 cents? After the fast, what do you think that people should?
After the fast, you need to be already your system has slowed down a little, because the stomach has 2 things to do. Number 1 is digestion, and number 2 is repairing. So it has done enough repair. Repairing means throwing out all the toxics in the body, in all the organs of the body. When the body is enough detoxed for this long time, it's time for you to charge your body. Already it is charged with detoxification. Now you need to put good amount of things. So when your body, especially your stomach, has been silent for a long time, we should not feast. That is a problem. Okay. So what you need to do is break your fasting with a lot of juices and fruits. Only first is liquid diet, then after that it is solid, that is also fruits. Then after that boiled food, then after that be vegetarian.
Okay.
If you want to be connected to the world, 5 elements, vegetarian diet is really good. I'm not preaching vegetarian at all, but just because I'm a non-violent person, I would share that it's good because water content is more in fruits and
Yes.
vegetables, and it will not do any harm to your stomach or to your system. And you can eat rice and grains, which is we love it, and it make nice combination of the vegetables. You can have rice salads also, but use everything in a right kind of thing.
Yes.
Like
The
rice
right
means
proportion, yes.
right proportion and right ingredients. Even rice, don't go for white rice at all. Anything white is a fight in the body. So use brown rice, red rice, or even barley rice, and you have this millet rice.
Millet rice.
All sorts of millets, and Jesus Christ had only millets. In his story I studied, he never had rice. He only had millets and porridge of millets, and he used to carry a pouch of millets as a wanderer. Whenever he go to preach, give message of God, he would just put part of it in the ground, and he would just eat what he has. By the time he finished, in 3-4 months, millet needs only 4 rains. 4 rains, no regular everyday water. 4 rains, and it will give you crop, full crop. And so you can take how much ever you want, you can leave it for birds and others.
Wow.
And now we polish all the grains, and all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients is removed. And they look nice. They
Yeah.
give us fragrance.
Yes. But why didn't they no nutrients?
No nutrients.
Wow. I already told you I'm going to invite you. Just know I'm going to give you a call and tell you come meet me somewhere so that we can actually do more of this. All
You're
right?
already doing a lot. As I see you, you are equipped with loads of
Yes,
things,
yes,
material of positivity.
Yes. Because I believe that life is not just about. For you to have a healthy life, you need to be balanced in all
True.
the aspects. So I'm looking at my boxes. I'm like, okay, this one check, this one, oh, not check, this one check, oh, this one's not checked at all. So I'm looking at all the boxes. So with knowledge, I'm learning to check all my boxes, and then I can now say I'm a healthy being.
A holistic approach
Yes.
for everything,
Yes.
so that you don't miss out anything.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm telling you because when it comes to financing too, or getting a whole lot of financial education, because you can actually make money, but how do you retain and of course keep? A lot of people need this, so I'm learning different stuff. That's why I'm doing.
Money doesn't just come as money; it comes with a
as
lot
value,
of
yes.
things.
When it comes as value, so once you are valuable or you're giving out value, money gravitates towards value. So
I
a
just
lot of
want to
times,
share about this money aspect. That once we went to a market, and there were shops as well, and there were vendors on the street as well. So, but then I went with my friend to buy some avocados, and it was late in the night, about 8 o'clock. In Nigeria, 8 also is enough. At some places,
yeah.
So-
some places that's when the market is just opening.
in some places, yes,
Yeah.
you're right. That's a big shopping mall. But I just went, which was close to my place, and then almost everybody has closed it. But there was this small boy sitting with the avocados, and so I asked that how much is this avocados? He said my mom will come. I said how long it will take? I don't know. I said just tell me how much it will take cost. If you must have known. Yeah, I know the price, but I want to tell you, Madam, these avocados are not good. Don't buy. I said, yeah, you really mean it? Yeah. So, but I want avocados. Then he said, go to the next street. There's another shop. You can buy there. They are a bit better because they bought it yesterday. Mine is a bit 3 days before, and it's not good. Who will tell like that? In the last, when it is night, closing of the market, everybody want to push out everything. And whatever amount they get, they would just take it and they would go. But when you have this mind to guide people with that humanitarian value and tell your own thing is not good, and then next time when I go, I would look for that boy only. Because he has that honest heart to guide me, what is right and what is wrong. And what he did at that time, he might not have done a good marketing, he did not sell his products, he might not, but then he has earned one good customer. Next time, and my neighbor, when she asks, sister, can you please tell me where I can get good avocados? I would say, go and meet that boy. He will guide you. He has good things. If he has good things, buy with him only. Otherwise, he will guide you. You can go ahead. And then I would preach. He did not pay me anything to speak good about him. But then what good he did to me, that was his nature. He did not pretend at anything. and that spreads. So money is not out coming in the form of naira, dollar, or pound, but it's coming in the form of wealth, which is like a treasure. So these values are more valuable,
Yeah.
and you will become a richest person in the world. But without these things, any currency will not last
No,
long.
man. That's a good one. I like that. You know, when I talk about value, that's part of values. So that, money gravitate towards value. When you begin to imbibe some of these virtues, which are values, you just see money coming to you because honesty,
Right.
like
Right.
that's part of it.
Yes.
And then when you become valuable by knowing what you, I mean, this person knows what he's talking about. People will definitely want to come to the person like, oh, this guy, please make them, because he knows it. So money comes. So once you're valuable, knowing all the different values, there are different values. Once you can imbibe those values, money will always gravitate.
So one should actually divorce certain statements,
Yes.
like by hook or crook I have to become rich. These type of statements, hook or crook, all of these things they're not they're not our part of the world.
Who are
Actually,
desperate? They're desperate people.
that desperacy
Rush
also
in and rush
will
out.
lead them to what?
Rush in and then you rush out. You know when you rush
They are
in,
the ones who become sick, and they will have all types of terminal illness, and they have to spend what they have earned the way they have earned, and the suffering added to it. So is it worth to have so much of suffering? Less wealth, if you go 2 generations behind, your grandfathers, forefathers, they might not have this big radios type of setups. They will have small radio probably. So much digitally advanced we are. They don't have it, but at the same time, they don't have sickness that we have today. Each and every time, you eat good, you don't eat, but you're bloating, your acidity, your gas, your that, your this, and diabetes and BP and everything is quite early in the life. At that time, in those days, my grandfather doesn't know what is diabetes. And the brother who comes with me, brother Dr. Gagan, earlier the alternative medical practitioner, he went to India just last week because his father passed away at the age of 87. And what was the problem? Nothing. No diabetes, no BP, no heart problem, old age. He never wore slippers. He had a very simple life. I don't mean that everybody should be like this. But whatever lifestyle is yours, try to be simple, humble, and noble.
oh wow, that's a great way to actually end it. Simple, humble, and noble. Remember that. Be simple, humble, and noble. You'll have a great life. All right, Olamide, I definitely want to
Thank
say
you so
thank
much.
you for coming on the program and spicing it up. And he's giving us some rich. I mean, if people have been listening in, you have dived into so many things, and you've given us so many. And I just believe that it's actually, I think this is divine because it's the first day of the new month of the second quarter. They need to hear this to be able to carry them throughout this second quarter. I want to say thank you for coming and for spicing up the show this morning.
Thanks to you. Much thanks to you. For the first time, I'm in your show.
Yes! and you know the funniest thing, you missed the show, but thank goodness it's like, no, that's not the show you should be on. You should be on my show. You should not be on Ellie Rush. You should be on Teddy's show. And thank goodness you're here. I think I'm just thinking maybe the divine knows that the set of people that you want to impact, I think it's for today. It's for this show. So everything is he orchestrated it.
True.
Yeah, but we don't know. But the people out there, they know, because this is air. It's going out to air, so a lot of people are listening in, and the sets of people that want to listen. Maybe just one person who needed to hear this today, and if you had done it on the other show, on Mufe's show, that person wouldn't have listened. Do you understand? So it's like somebody needs to hear this, and that's why you came.
Yes. Thank you so much. I would take leave with the last note. In life, if you want to be happy, no excuse, no complaints, no judgments.
No excuse.
No complaints.
No complaints.
No judgments.
No judgments.
Which means judgment, attitude.
Yes. All right. I'm going to hold this one. All right. So once you have this in life, definitely you'll thrive.
Yes.
All right. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming, Olamide.
Eshe pupo.
Okay, say it again.
Yeah. Eshe pupo.
Eshe pupo.
Yeah. Eku joko.
Hey.
Alafiani.
Hi. Somebody would listen like that. I mean, somebody's teaching you Yoruba very well. Thank you for coming on the program this morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been Olamide.